Hello again, friends and loyal Wolfpack members. Chaos Wolf here with the mighty Ducky, and welcome back to Zero to Hero, the series where we go from space crap-out pilot to hopefully one day God amongst the stars. Now, we're here in a new system. We're in Durest Ring, which is a tourism station. So what we're going to go and do is potentially try and work our way up with one or more of the local factions here to see if we can get some really nice passenger delivery missions. Now right now we don't have a good amount of missions, and I'm actually in the wrong section, aren't I? I need to go into the passenger lounge. I keep doing that. I keep going into the mission board. It's force of habit by now. Now, what we have are some missions, but they're not exactly amazing. We've got this one here, which is... it's a straight passenger delivery mission, which is basically a one-stop shop from here. So that's going to be a nice one to have. We're going to leave that for now. There's another one here. These are actually both at the same place, it would seem. So, let's see. Yeah, it looks quite nice that both of those will go to the same section, so that'd be quite a nice pair to go for. We've also got this one here, which is, I suspect, going nowhere near the area we want to go to. Well, let's see. They're demanding, unfazed by danger, time-sensitive, delays will reduce passenger satisfaction, so we're not going to go for you just yet. Secretive, they don't like being scanned. Yep. But they're not exactly likely to have people sent after them, it seems. Let's have a look what else we got. This one's 100,000. Getting materials, hybrid capacitors, cooling hoses, although the cooling hoses we don't really care about anymore. And we've got this faction here. Rebels going for a transport. They're going to another system close by. I'm actually tempted to just kind of fill up on a bunch of lower missions, because these are all just around the area. There's one here going to QBO, but this is a VIP. I'm actually tempted just to go for the standard bulk missions for a change, just because we don't usually do this. So let's go and have a look up here. These two are two protesters seeking transport, so we can go and take those. They're all going to go roughly, I hope, to the same actual station. So let's go pick a cabin. There are, well, we have two people. So we can either, we're going to shove them in economy. The business people, they're going to want business. Okay, so pick a cabin. We have business. We can accept them in there as well. And as you may have noticed, I've got to swapped around the cabins a little bit. So we've got a larger first class, and we have a decent sized business. And we've got still got a good amount of economy class. So we got that one, nothing from there that we can do, and we can still go and accept these two. So this is 24 rebels, so we can pick a cabin. Yeah, okay, so accept there. And we can't go and fit these ones in, so, oh well. Medical professionals, but I'm worried that the business people are going to go and swap their bloody station the second we get there. So that's not going to be fun. Before we go anywhere else, actually, while I think about it, we'll have a quick look at the internals. Because you can see that we've now got a 6C first class cabin and a 6D passenger class, business class cabin even. Everything else is going to be economy. Now I think this gives us the best chance of finding some decent contracts, because we've got the biggest first class we can fit and the biggest business class. So we're not going to be limited too much by this. So that's going to be nice. So that's good. And now let's go and see where we're going. So this is the one where we've got 2 contracts to go to. So in total we've got 3 contracts. 2 of them are to go here. So we'll buy the information. We'll go and see where we're going. Hopefully, yeah, it does appear we're going to the same place. And here we go. Alexandria base. So we'll plot our route there and start on our way out. Now I've got to say, I really do like the look of these tourism stations. They do look very nice, very clean, and very inviting. And look at us just boosting right out and getting on our way. So long station, we'll see you soon. Thanks for all the fish. Now, how far have we got until we get to where we're going? Apparently we're not that far off. Well, let's grab our fuel, pull up. Where is it? There we go. It's only 476 light seconds out. So it's not that far, so that's quite nice. Now, hopefully, the things we've got here. Because here we go. Is this one to the system? Yeah, it is. So at the very least, we're definitely going to have somebody wanting to go here. But I have the sneakiest of sneaky suspicions that these 13 businessmen, or 13 business people, are going to want to go and swap their station, or their destination, just as we're about to touch the landing pad. Now, normally this would be extremely frustrating, but it's not going to be too bad this time. For the simple fact that we do have some, well, we've basically got another contract which is going to the same base. So that's not going to be too big of a problem. Now, I do wonder whether or not this is the only base in the system that we can land at. And so far, it looks like the only planetary settlement that we can land at in the system. So that's great. I'm happy with that. We've got landable planets, but this is the only landable base around that on one of the planets. So that's good. Well, it's not the only one, but it's the only friendly one. Because we can tell which ones are hostile because they've got the, where it says high security next to it. Because if they're friendly, or even says medium security, whenever it says like high security, low security, and we've got little pluses and so on, this is when we know that these bases are hostile against us. So as long as they look normal, like that, and don't have any... Now forget the little globe icon next to it, that's literally just saying that we've got a mission that we need to go there for. But as long as they don't have the pluses and don't say what security level they are, then they are landable. You know what? I don't care about this. I'm gonna... There we go. Nice little trick to go and break interdictions if people want, if you're getting interdicted by somebody wanted, or anybody. If you're around a planet, go straight at the planet, go into orbital cruise, because these NPCs cannot interdict you in orbital cruise. It doesn't work that way. But now, what is the gravity of this planet? It is fairly low. So it looks like they've carried on. They're on the far side of the planet, maybe? No. I don't know. Maybe. They're light seconds away, so yeah, they're on the opposite side of the planet now. But we're coming down on to the base. Now, I'm wondering whether that NPC is going to technically follow us down, even though they're 500 light seconds away. That shouldn't really be possible. But we'll see whether it is or not. So, coming down... And we're able to go and request docking straight away. No, there's Vipers, security forces, we're good. We're good, we're good. Now we've got a scan against us, but it's not the end of the world. We don't have any criminals on us. We don't have any celebrities, or VIPs I should call them. So we're good. We're good to go. Now how's our alignment? A lot better than I thought it was going to be. I actually thought we were going to be a bit too far forward. There we go. Boots on the ground. And let's go and get rid of these guys. So apparently the businessmen didn't go and change their destination, which was a real surprise for me. So into the passenger lounge. This base doesn't seem to have a mission board unless I didn't... It might actually do, come to think of it. So let's put you off. So get rid of the businessmen. We don't like businessmen or business people. Song price. Yep, thank you very much, Lee. Happy to get rid of you. Off me boat. 2 protesters. We'll get rid of those as well. So that's nice. And now we've got the one mission left to go elsewhere. So that's nice. What else we got? where are we going anyway? Let's go and check. We're going to HIP 5623. We got anything else for that area? No, we got a HIP there. No. No. Okay. Now we got a mission critical message. What's this? Could you please take us to a fetting ring in Preemie? Alright, okay. Alright. So where's this Preemie then? And I'm going into the wrong one, aren't I? Yes, I need to go into the galaxy map, not the system map. So it was them that have changed their mind where they want to go. So here is Preemie. It's a little more of a distance off. Still within our jump range, though, it would seem. And where are we going? Are they going to... Yeah, they're going to the ring here. So what is this one? This one is... Patronage, Government, Extraction, Industrial. So let's plot a route there. It should still be one jump to go. But I'm glad they told us now and not when we were down pretty much just about to make contact with the ground. That would not be very fun.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Please take note of oncoming traffic when leaving this facility. Thank you.
So let's get ourselves above 2 kilometers, or it's probably going to be close to 3 here. There we go. So that is going to give us the chance to just go and jump out to the next system. 1 jump, that's really good. I'm quite happy with that. So that's 2 missions down, 1 to go. And when we go back, we should be able to go and have a look for some more missions on the way back. Well, when we get back to our new home-ish base, although I completely forgot what system I was in. Now this station is a little bit further away. Right, so. Then again, it's not going to be too difficult to go and find our way back, because all we need to go and do is look for tourism systems around this area. So it shouldn't be a big problem, and I should be able to easily find it. But this station is a little bit further away, so it's going to take a little bit longer to get to. Not too long, mind you. And typically we are getting interdicted on our way in, although I'm not worried about my ability to break this interdiction. So let's keep it in the middle. You know the name of the game. Keep it in the escape vector so we can get away, and there we go. Very nice. Now sometimes you do have to think a little bit ahead and just try and guess, well, or make a judgment call on which way the reticule is going to start moving at that point. So if the escape vector looks like it's slowing down, ready to start turning, going back the other way, you want to go and preempt that if you can, especially if you're flying a ship that's not the most maneuverable in Super Cruise. Now, thankfully, we weren't too far away from the station. We didn't overshoot. But this is going to be nice. And I really do like coming in to stations around these kind of planets with all the atmosphere. It just looks so nice. So let's drop in. And we should be able to see the station just appear into view there. There we go. You gotta love it. You'd think that the flight controllers here in these stations would have given up asking commanders to stick to the speed limits. But without it, every time they always do it. I'm really not worried about sneaking in because we don't have any criminals on board, so I don't really care. I'm happy to just fly in normally. And we're still in Empire space. We're still technically working up our Empire rep at the same time. I just realised as we're flying through the door there. I saw an Empire poster on the... an advertisement for the Empire as we're coming in. Basically saying, you're in Empire sovereign area now. We'll have to check that when we land. There we go. Let's have a look. How far are we to the next rank up? We're still getting friendlier and friendlier. But it seems like we have to do we have to complete missions in order to get further, because I'm currently 6% barren. Which is fine, because that means we can just go and be able to get the clip it if we want, although we've already gotten rid of that. So I don't feel the need to go back, because I do think overall the Python is a better multi-role ship. Just because we can land at so many more places and we have so much better internal storage. Well, internal module storage at least. But anyway, let's go to the passenger lounge and get rid of these leeches in our cabins. There you go. Get out my ship. Off you go. And now it's time to go find out where the hell I came from. Because I can't remember the system that we came from just now. So best way to do this is go into this tab here on the galaxy map. Go into map. Change your show by colour filter here to economy. And what we want is not extraction. We want tourism. Oh, where was I? I can't remember which one I was in. Was it this one? Let's have a look. It was one of these two, I suspect. Redwell. Nope, wasn't there. So maybe the hip. Maybe here. It's exploited by Aisling Duval. And gonna Durest Ring. Yeah, this is where we were. We were in Durest Ring. So we're going to be going there. Well, back there at least. Or we could even go here. But I think this is the... Actually, come to think of it. Here we go. Because this is the tourism station. Oh, that's why. That's the agricultural station. So we're going here. Definitely. Alright, so let's get our butts back over there. And whilst we're launching, I'm actually going to go and put my... Where are we? I'm going to change you back to Star Class. There we go. I suppose I could have even changed it to Systems Visited. That would have worked as well. But it might not have been as specific. I've been to a couple of systems around here now, but only like 2 of them, as you can see, were tourism systems. And again, they keep telling us to keep to the speed limit, and I'm never listening. Let's get out of mass lock, because that's what we want to do. We want to get that out of mass lock as fast as possible. There we go. And this is us going back to Durest Ring, I think it is. Yeah. Now, hopefully, when we get back, we're going to have a few more missions that we're going to go and be able to do. But I guess we're going to have to wait until we get there to find out. You know, I really do like having a fuel scoop. It doesn't just make jumping longer distances possible. It also saves us a good amount of money. Because we don't have to go and refill on fuel so much every time we go into a station. I mean, we can do, but we don't really need it. I mean, I do it because I just like seeing the greens across the board. Completely full on this, completely repaired, completely filled with this, that, or the other, whatever. So I do prefer having it that way, but yeah, we don't really need it. Now, you may be asking, why am I trying to build up rep in a different system outside of Cubio? Well, there's a reason behind that. And that's because every time we're in Cubio, we're always getting criminal missions. I'm starting to wonder whether Aisling Duval is not as squeaky clean as she appears. Because even the Prismatic Imperium is giving us loads of criminals to go and transport. So that is somewhat worrying. So I'm going to the tourism system to try and get away from the criminal filth that is infesting the Empire. Now, I do often wonder whether Frontier made the Imperials a little bit too faffy, in a way. The way like, oh, please be nice and comfortable here, Commander, kind of thing. So, see, 10 credits. It costs me 10 credits every time I refuel now. Unless we're really far in, like if we're going to... where could we potentially be going? We could potentially be going to Hutton Orbital, but I don't really want to go there because I've never been there. I don't want to go. But we'll see. Eventually I may end up going, but we'll see. Either way, passenger lounge, do we have anything better right now? We've got a nice balance of 13 million. So we're doing okay. We're not doing too badly. No. Oh, look at this. This one's for over 1 million already. Well, this is a celebrity. Ah, freaking heck. Ah, another criminal mastermind. Why are criminal masterminds everywhere? Oh. Alright. Let's see what else we got. 6,000. Just look at the price differences here. And we got this one. Refugees, not a lot there. Here, not a lot here either. And not too much here either. So this is kind of going interestingly. Let's have a look at the mission board, see if there's anything interesting in here. Now we haven't got much. Now we haven't got much cargo space. I think we've only got like 16 tons, I think. Let's double check. Yeah, 16 tons of cargo. So we don't have the greatest amount of cargo space, but we do have some. If we had 2 more units of cargo, we could 2 more cargo spaces, we could go and take this, but not overly bothered with that one. Plus we have to be friendly. Are we friendly? I think we are actually. No, we're not friendly. That's friendly there. So now we don't have access to that one either anyway. You can donate money. Let's go and do that. That should hopefully... Yep, that's taken us over into cordial with them. So that's nice. So this gives us a few more missions that we can choose from with this faction. Now this is something I do like doing, is going and having a look for donation missions for money. Okay, this is credits as well. We've got enough money to do it, so why not? And it is progressing our reputation with said faction. So let's have a look at what else we got. 33,000 for delivering 2 tons of hydrogen fuel. That's to HIP 7142. And there's something here. Biowaste, HIP 7142. So we can go and take those 2, but it's being filled with hydrogen and poo. I don't really want to go and fill my ship up with that. At least not the poop, anyway. Because in case you weren't aware, biowaste is in fact poop. Although I suspect it's other things as well, like rotten food and so on. But what else we got? Nothing much there. I suppose I could wait a little bit and see, or I could go and check something else. Well, it looks like we just refreshed the board as well. Oh wait, we're in the... Yeah, we're still in here. Ooh, 4 units of biowaste for a little bit. Again. Hydrogen fuel. Hydrogen fuel. It's not too bad, these ones. Well, let's go back into the passenger lounge, see if we've actually refreshed there. I hope so. Still got the criminal there. Refugees, nothing. Transport you, what do you want? Unfazed by danger, laid back, low value target, secretive, don't like being scanned, criminal. Again, so many criminals. Why are the criminals everywhere? You know what? I think we're just going to have to go for you, aren't we? Because you are the best paying. Now, unfazed by danger, laid back, low value target, secretive, don't like being scanned, and criminal. Okay. Well, she gives us a specialised legacy firmware. I suppose that's going to be useful for something. So, what do you want, anyway? Seeking adventure. You want to go to 2 areas. Alright. This is going to be fun. Fine. Well, I'm not going to go and choose another mission while we're doing this. So I may as well and dump you in the first class cabin. So let's do that. So that's great. I'm not going to go and worry about having more people in the cabins. So let's go and see where we're going. Oh, boy. Yeah, it's a little further away than I thought it was going to be. I should have really checked the distances involved.
Mission critical message.
Oh, what do you want now? Okay. B3. Okay. You know what? I'm starting to get really frustrated with these VIPs constantly just going, oh, by the way this, oh, by the way that. And I'm just thinking, no, oh, by the way, bugger off, go away. So this is where they want to go. So it's going to be take a good while to get there. Alright, okay. So how many jumps is this going to be? 5 jumps, so that's not too bad, because what's our jump range? Jump range is 26 light years. Have we modified the frame shift drive on this thing? We have. Well, I don't think it's all the way old. Because I know that if I set this ship up for exploration, I could easily get about 40-ish light years out of it. 41 point something, I think. But we're not set up for exploration. We do have a lot of heavier equipment in the ship. The ship has a much higher mass currently.
Scan detected.
Uh-oh. So let's get out of dodge. Hopefully they're not going to be able to finish scanning us whilst we're at 2% heat. Looks like we're good. Are we going to be okay? Looks like it. Our passenger doesn't seem to have gotten upset, so the fact that we were at very low heat seems to have helped okay. Now I really do want to go and get that heatsink launcher upgraded to higher capacity, or maybe just to put another one on. That might be an idea. But I don't think we've actually filled up all of our utility mounts yet. I suppose we'll have to go and wait and see. But now that we're in Super Cruise, we should be good to go. We shouldn't be getting interdicted anymore because we're going... Well, not interdicted. Oh, you know what that is? I forgot to turn the orbital lines back on again. So that wasn't great, but at the very least this is not going to cause too much of a problem. So let's go, first of all, target the local star so I know when I'm facing directly away from it. There we go. Now facing directly away from it because you can see it on the little compass, which is just a little in between the holographic of the star and our radar. You can see it's a little circle with a hollow blue dot inside. And that hollow blue dot means that our target is behind us and directly centered, so it's directly behind us. So here we go, we can get out. We should be able to get back into Super Cruise without overheating.
3, 2, 1, engage. Fuel scooping.
So we should be able to get away without getting to 100% heat. We're doing okay, we're cooling down now. Now I've turned the orbital lines back on, I think. We'll find out. We'll get to the next system and we'll check there, because dropping in here like we did there is not the worst thing that could have happened to us. So we'll carry on. We'll go and get ourselves to the next system and check, because I'm pretty sure we should have the exclusion lines and the orbital lines all turned on, because I have them bound to a certain key because I use them for screenshots. I turn them off for taking screenshots for my thumbnails. And sometimes I do actually forget to turn them back on, and that generally ends up with us falling into a star. So that's not generally the preferred way of doing things, let's say. Yep, there we go. We've got the lines back. So now I know when I'm getting too close. Although we got too close really quickly there. But oh well, we're not going to have that problem again. Well, we're finally in the system, but as you can see, it's going to be quite a way to go and get to our target body. We do have a Viper Mark III in system, but I don't think it's particularly interested in us. So, ooh, we've got something else though. Internal security services. Hopefully we're not going to go and get interdicted by them. But either way, I am fairly confident in my ability to get out of an interdiction, but we'll have to go and see how it goes. And we're not even going to be able to go and target our specific destination until we get much closer to the planet. So I guess we're going to have to do that first. Though it doesn't take too long to get within range of the visitor beacon. So now we've got that targeted, we know where our specific destination is. Now there's a lot of ships in the system. And some of these are a little bit scary. Because I don't want to get interdicted, I don't want to get shot at. But I guess we're going to have to go and just see what happens, I suppose. Oh well. Now I am curious though, how have I actually got my shield generators? No, they're still E-rated, so I could do upgrade them to D-rated at some point to get a better set of jump. Well, I could do with upgrading them to get a better jump range from the ship. But now we've lost most of our contacts. There only seems to be one left there. It's a Orca. So we don't need to worry about them coming and interdicting us. At least I hope not. Because ever since the passenger missions have come into the game, the Orcas have been used for, well, mostly for their intended purposes. There are still those people that just fill them full of hull reinforcement and armour and use them as flying battering rams. But most of the time they're still used for, well, ferrying passengers from one part of the galaxy to the other. And we are being interdicted by a wanted NPC. Now, again, I'm pretty confident that we're going to be able to get out of this. And like I said, you kind of have to go and preempt where these things are going to go. Now, I do often have to roll and turn a bit of a weird way to kind of do this. Well, there you can go. You can see quite easily that I actually managed to get out of that. Although I was not actually focusing on the progress of us getting out. I was focusing more on just staying in the centre as much as possible. Don't allow yourself to be distracted by your progress bar. You'll eventually get out or you won't. So you have to be aware of it, but just don't get distracted by it. It's probably some of the best best kind of advice I can give there. But here we go. There's the beacon. Hopefully there's nothing. Yeah, there's only passenger ships around. So here we go. Let's scan this. And we've gone and gotten our next destination. So it's about time to start moving off. Well, let's get a nice little look at this beacon, because these things are actually quite nice to look at. That close, the alarm's going off. Well, just look at that. That is actually quite nice. It's a cool little gizmo. But anyway, like I said, it's time to move off to our next destination. Now, where is that? So this is our next system, and it is again a good distance away from where we currently are. Now unfortunately we don't have the system information for, well, we don't have the information for the system. Now we can almost get there on a full tank of fuel, but thankfully we do have a fuel scoop. Well, let's get on our way. Get into the system and try and get all the information we need so we can find out where we're going. Okay, so now we're in the system and we've got our message. We want to go to the visitor beacon. Is it around here? We've got a nav beacon. Oh, wait a sec. No, we have actually got the visitor beacon as well. So we don't have to go and pick up more information. It's literally just a system beacon. So is there nothing else in the system? I don't know, but apparently this is where we need to go. So thankfully it wasn't as difficult as I was expecting it to be. Now, what have we got there? Federal dropship. Now I am concerned about that. But I guess we'll go and see how concerned I end up needing to be. Not at all, it seems. Okay, good. Another ship. Courier. Is he going to be wanted? Yeah, he is. So they are going to go and want to come after us. I suspect, at least, anyway. Now, it is entirely possible they may just go and pass us by, but we'll have to wait and see. I do get a little bit iffy every time I see a new dot pop up on the radar. And the fact that we're quite proudly, well, not exactly proudly, but quite clearly stating that we have a, yep, they're definitely after us. Because they just flipped right around. There we go. Now again, I'm pretty confident in my abilities to get away from this. So again, there we go. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Again, I'm pretty confident. It takes a lot of jostling around with the flight stick to get us out of that. Because I wasn't just kind of serenely moving it around, I was quite literally throwing it from side to side to keep us going out. Now, I was a little bit iffy to begin with, and I'm really glad that the visitor beacon's right here. Seems there's a planet here as well, but we don't have any discovery scanners, so we can't even scan it. Well, oh well. Thankfully, it's within 1,000 light seconds of the main star. Otherwise, we would have had to go and drop in to the nav beacon, scan the nav beacon, get the information for the rest of the system, and then jump out and go here. Now, that would have been fraught with even more peril, because we'd have probably been scanned while we were in there. I don't like that. Well, there we go. We've got the visitor beacon. I'm not worried about checking everybody else in the instance, because most likely even they're going to just be passenger vessels like we have here. There we go. Now the question is, do we have a time limit to go back? Yeah, we do. So passenger missions still have a time limit to go and actually get back. So the thing is, we're going to have to go back now to the system we started in, but that's a good ways off. Here we go. So let's get ourselves back here. And how many jumps is this going to take us? I'm guessing around about 8 to 9? 10. Alright, few more than I expected. So 10 jumps to get back. And then that's this over and done with. We're going to have to be very careful when we get back though. Because again, we are carrying a criminal. We do need to be wary of that. Right, it's from this point on we're going to need to be a little bit more careful. Like I said, we've got an illegal passenger aboard our ship. And we've got to get on to Durest Ring without being spotted, and preferably without being scanned. Now, we can go in and go into silent. Now, we can go in and go into silent running, which I think is potentially going to be the best course of action. But we're going to have to get to where we're going first. Now, hopefully, we're going to drop in close to the entranceway, or at least in the 90-degree arc from the entrance. Well, I guess we're going to have to go and wait when we get there. Now, a lot of people do like to fly from the planet side into the starport. Now, that doesn't always work, but it sometimes does, so we'll have to see if we can give that a go. Now, there doesn't seem to be too much that interested in coming to get us. So it does seem that we're actually getting friendly with the local factions. So that's good to know as well. We're getting closer. Let's go and see if we can actually get in as efficiently as possible. Because I don't want to be spending too much time outside where we're going to be spending a good amount of time. Now, I want to go and see if we can get in as quick as possible, because I don't want to be dilly-dallying around outside, maximising our chances of being scanned. Right, so the station is on this side of the planet. So this should, hopefully, be easy enough to do. Right, so here we go. So we'll nose up a little bit. And then nose up the rest of the way. And we should be virtually coming in from the planet side. Now the planet is off a little bit to our rear right, but that's not too much of an issue. There we go. Well, let's keep away a little bit. And let's line ourselves up. So, and that is looking good. Now, I still haven't gone and bound silent running to a key yet. So let's boost in. Go and put ourselves onto silent running. Whoops. There we go. Silent running is on. Now, I'm not going to worry about the... Oh, I say we do actually have to go and request docking. Don't want to make that mistake twice. And let's be careful, because I don't want to risk... There we go, we're in. And there we go. So we're in, we're good, and our landing pad is right over there. So let's get ourselves put down, and let's be careful, because we don't have any shields up currently. So if we go and clip the landing pad a little too hard, then we are going to be losing some hull integrity. Oh wait a sec, landing gear isn't out for some reason. You can see that, even just clipping it to that extent went and lost us 1% of hull, so that wasn't perfect. But we're in. We're good to go, so let's just go and restock, repair and refuel. We can also go into the passenger lounge and get rid of this passenger. So this is going to be nice. Good riddance, so long, and thanks for all the fish. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Neither of those good enough for you. As always, that's what the comments are for. But I've been Commander Chaos Wolf from Sci-Fi Gaming. You guys, as always, have been epic. I will see you soon. And until next time, my fellow commanders, keep flying and stay shiny.